Hello and welcome to episode 6 of What We Beat Last Week, the podcast where we talk about all the media we beat in the last week, including books, movies, TV shows, video games, music, and everything else. My name is Joey, and I'm joined by Josiah.
Hello.
Rachel.
Hey.
And Nikki.
Hello.
Texas Instruments Education Technology, a division of the Global Semiconductor Company, today announced the launch of the TI-84 Evo graphing calculator, the latest and most powerful addition to the TI-84 series, featuring a 3x faster processor, 50% more graphing space, and a redesigned keypad. The TI-84 is a deliberate evolution of a platform educators and students have relied on for decades, built to meet the demands of today's math classroom and grow.
Is he waiting for one of us to stop
Absolutely,
him?
I
Are we
am.
sponsored? What the fuck? Are they paying us? What the fuck is this?
I just thought you guys would want to know that. I thought you guys would want to know the
I was
latest press release
genuinely-
out of
I am
Texas
so
Instruments.
confused.
Yeah, I figured.
At first I thought it was a bit, and then I started to dissociate.
You're like,
So-
I hope
And
this
that's on
ends soon.
coping skills. But sponsor us.
Sponsor
We
us.
did use your calculators.
We've all used your product.
Yes, and we.
None of us enjoyed it.
But math class
I had a great
in high
time.
school
I
sucked.
loved making little graphs.
Fucking
and-
nerd.
I passed my high school math.
Only one of us threw our TI-84 away.
True.
Me?
I did.
Oh.
Yours still exists
still have
in
mine
our
at my
basement.
mom's
Yeah,
house.
I know
true.
I think I have
True.
mine in one of the drawers of my desk in my
Just in
bedroom
case.
right now.
Just in case,
You
what,
just
what,
never
what,
In case
know.
I gotta
never
whip it
know.
out.
what if you got to graph something?
You never
What if
know
I gotta
if you
try
need
to
to
figure
know
out
the
a
sine or
parabola?
cosine of
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Very
What if I had to do the
quickly.
tangent?
Exactly.
The
Well,
battery in
that's
there
unlikely.
is probably exploded
Oh, I didn't even think about that. It could be melted.
because we are elderly now.
No, yeah.
No,
that
we're
was a
just-
good decade ago.
We're just elder Gen Z.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're the top of the food chain.
No,
If
we're
anybody
not.
like fucking
Top of
10
the
years younger than
shittiest
us
food
calls us
chain.
unk, it's like, hey, dude, listen, we are the same. I'm just the older
You're
you.
destined to be me so soon.
We are the same. We are all
Unfortunately,
Zoomers.
I was
You'll be
being-
lame so fast.
I was referred to as TT when I was but 21. So
TT, that's awesome.
By who?
by the youths.
Oh boy.
So I don't know about all.
Meanwhile, I got carded like 6 months ago,
Nobody
maybe.
fucking cards me.
And
Makes me want to reach across the.
well, I think it was like one of those
cash
bars that like they card everybody. It
We
was
got
not, like,
carded
a
at
thing.
Chili's.
Yeah, but like
No way.
while I was out of town on a work
I
trip,
think that people just go to Chili's to drink. I don't know
I
if
wasn't talking.
they
It's
even.
fine. I was talking. It's
Sorry.
fine. God. But the fucking bartender carded me and my boss and was like, "Oh wow, whatever you're doing, keep doing it." As if I'm supposed to be like crusty at 27.
Whatever you're doing, keep
I know.
doing
I was
it.
like, thanks.
Every other 27-year-old they've seen looks like a
It's like
leather
haggard.
bag or
Yeah.
I've been chain smoking since 6
Just
years
keep
old.
doing what you're doing. Being born in 1998.
Yeah. I will keep it.
I'll try.
That's crazy.
I'll
But
try
yes,
my
we
best.
did get carded at Chili's.
Mhm.
Yes,
Wow.
we did.
Josiah, any thoughts about Chili's now that Rachel?
I think Chili's, the ribs are very.
this isn't what you were going to say
mediocre.
before. What were you going to say before?
that people go to Chili's to drink.
True.
And for the triple
Yeah, I
dipper.
think the
All right.
and the triple dipper, and they go there to drink.
Those are valid reasons to go to Chili's. in
Yeah,
my
but the triple
opinion.
dipper is expensive as fuck. I go for the
is
3 for me,
Yeah.
and then don't tip.
Why don't you tip?
I do tip.
We
I was
do
gonna
tip.
say, what the fuck?
He's doing his Reservoir Dogs thing.
I haven't seen Reservoir
I've not
Dogs. I
either.
don't get
There's
that.
a bit where Steve Buscemi talks about how he doesn't tip.
Oh.
They're all like dividing up, and he's like
Based.
I don't tip.
That wasn't a bad Steve Buscemi. Don't do it again. Do you guys want to talk about movies?
Sure,
Oh,
man.
okay.
No.
Okay. Do you guys want to talk about TV shows?
No.
Okay. Do you want to
We
talk
start
about?
with Nikki's book corner.
Okay. Yeah. Let's start with books this
No,
time.
what?
We're starting with books this
We're
time.
switching it up. I have books.
Do you want to talk about your book?
What are yours about? Mine is
Very-
kind of intense.
But they're both fantasy.
Do fun ones first.
Well, I read The Scholar in the Last Faerie Door by H.G. Perry.
That sounds fun.
This was interesting after having read Babel recently.
Babel.
Babble.
Babel. Because this felt like Babel without all of those important social justice themes that we discussed. There was some like feminine arcs and things like that, or like women in education.
I support
stuff.
women in books.
Thanks,
Okay.
Josiah. That's
very
good.
broad.
Very brave.
Very broad. You're right.
But it was very
They
much, it was similar,
Sure,
and
more
like
than one.
it's like a magic school. This was set in like the 20s, 30s, England. So
That actually very similar to Babel.
yeah, very very similar like time period and everything. Totally different magic system. I wish that they would have talked about the magic system more and like talked more about the fairy world, because it's like it's in the title and we don't really get in there
It's
very
about the
much.
school more than it's about the fairies. That's
Yeah.
not fun.
Yeah. But the world building in this was really good, whereas in Babel it wasn't all that great. So this was a good fantasy novel. I gave it 4 out of 5.
Oh, nice.
Stars.
Good.
That's
If you
solid.
like a magic school, you would like it.
But you've been
Okay.
spoiled by Brandon Sanderson explaining every detail of his magic systems to you
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah, the
Especially
details.
because this is kind of like spells, like classic magic spells.
Incantations.
Is there a grimoire?
Not really.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't really get a whole lot about the magic, and I wanted more about the magic, because also the
Yeah.
whole like there's like a twist about how magic users get their abilities in there, and then it like still isn't really explained all that much. So I don't know. But the characters were cool. I liked the characters and stuff, and some good like development and all that. Good writing. Period.
Is it part of a series?
No, this one
One
is
and done?
not part of a series,
And you're sure of it?
And I'm sure of it.
And they're never doing anything again because all the characters died at the end.
Well, about
No, I don't
think it's
60%
one
of
of
the time
those.
when Nikki finishes a book, she comes to me and she's like, "There's another one. I thought that was it."
There's another one.
Yes. One of my character flaws is that I just find books to read without looking into them at all. And then am surprised when there are sequels, or perhaps there's a trilogy
Yeah,
situation.
I did that this week.
Do you read them out of order ever on accident?
Well,
Like read the second book in a trilogy and be like, oh shit.
I did not that long ago because I use Libby primarily. I accidentally got the third book in the series before the second book without
Spoiler.
realizing it. But as soon as it started, I was like, what the hell is going on? And was able to realize, oh, okay, this is
So
not.
you have to give up your Libby.
I did,
Ugh,
which was really
that's
upsetting
annoying.
because also the second book had like a 14-week wait or
Yeah,
something.
that's
So I was like,
annoying.
well, I guess in 40 days I will.
40 days.
40 nights.
In a
I will.
biblical amount of time.
I'll get to pick back up. But I do that all the I'm in the middle of so many series right now that
Mhm.
it
I
doesn't
could
matter.
not keep that straight.
Sometimes I
power
read
to
a
ya.
synopsis of like the earlier
Okay.
book, and then that's,
I mean, that's what
a
they're
good way to
for.
do it. But so I did that exact character flaw with the
Mhm.
other book that I read since last pod, which is Wrath of the Dragons by Olivia Rose Darling. I talked last time about
Fake
fear.
ass name, but go
No,
on.
that's a great name. I would love a pen.
Olivia
like that.
Darling.
I think it's a fine name.
Olivia
It is
Rose
fake.
Darling. I don't care.
I'm just
It could be fake. I don't care. But the last
fuck me.
time we podcasted, I talked about Fear the Flames, which is the first book in this series. I
Mhm,
thought this was a duology. It is not. It is not a duology.
Oh yeah, this is the one we were listening to on the way to our original recording session.
Yes.
And
That
I was like,
didn't
well, I
happen.
only have 15 minutes left. I'm gonna finish this on our way there.
Yeah, and it ended. I was like, wow, this doesn't seem very conclusive.
I kind of like as soon as we got in the car and it started, I was like, there's no way this is gonna be a cliffhanger, which means there's another book. Oof. Because I probably won't read the third book.
Really?
Oh, not a glowing review.
This
Got
is
it.
the one where the female main character is basically Mother of Dragons,
Oh, right.
Daenerys Targaryen.
Khaleesi.
Yeah, mixed with the Throne of Glass
Mhm.
main character, Selena Sardothian. And yeah, this book I felt like nothing happened until the
Aw.
very end with the cliffhanger. Like the dragon stuff is fun, and the battling and fighting is fun. Like, it was good war writing, battle writing, and there was some ship battles and stuff like that. But other than that, I could leave it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but it was a just okay fantasy romantasy.
Do you do half stars?
I do for books, yes.
Okay. So you thought it was a full-throated 3-star.
Yeah, I thought about 2.5, but like the battle stuff did get me, and that was most of what was in this book. So,
but not worth going on to the 3rd.
No,
Yeah.
even though they I don't know, that they're getting me a little bit because the cliffhanger was that he's like entered hell, and so that is intriguing to me, but not enough, I don't think, for me to.
Yeah, you've been
just
in
knowing
hell.
there's a 3rd book.
I've been in hell.
He survives
In other books, and it's been good, so I can leave it at that.
That's fair.
Those are the books I read.
Okay.
Fantasy. Mine is not fantasy. Mine is about mind control.
Okay.
It's called The Instability of Truth by Rebecca Lamov. It was really cool. It covered a lot of different topics. Started off with like Korean war defectors who were captured and then abused and basically almost died, and then were kept alive by their captors and indoctrinated from being like almost dead, and they were like, maybe I'll just stay here, I guess.
Is this historical fiction?
No,
This is
it's
nonfiction.
It's nonfiction.
Nonfiction, okay.
And it's just like a study on like a bunch of different types of mind control.
Okay.
And
Oh.
it's actually really interesting and very timely. Yeah, it makes you think about what is the meaning of truth and like the role of truth and like who decides what truth is really important in society. That's actually the theme of a lot of what I'm going to talk about today. But the book covers everything from like the Korean War to Patty Hearst. Patty Hearst is a really interesting historical figure, which I will get more into. But also, Lamov talked about the CIA and MK Ultra experiments
Right.
and stuff like that,
Classic.
and like lobotomies, like physical changes to people's brains
Yeah.
to make them more pliable and easier to deal with. So it was really significant. I got a lot of interesting new history tidbits out of it, which is fun. Patty Hearst is a wild story, and like there are quite a few podcasts about it if you want to learn more, because that's how I was informed about it initially. But basically Patty Hearst is like the granddaughter of like a big media mogul guy, I think from the East Coast, and she goes to college in California, and while she's in college in California she's kidnapped by this like guerrilla army and raped and starved and like kept in a closet for a long time, and eventually she's like, well, I guess I have to do what they want me to do to survive, and she goes and like does what they want her to do. They're basically like, I think like an anti-capitalist, like let's take it from the big guys in society kind of guerrilla warfare thing in California. So I think they try to like assassinate a few people, but she helps them rob a bank, and there's like really iconic pictures of her looking cunty as fuck with a big ass gun. And like it got to the point where college students after the fact would use it for like posters in their bedrooms as like a anti-authoritarianism,
but it's like
shtick.
super fucked up.
It is super
Yes.
fucked up, and she gets arrested and tried and goes to jail.
Oh wow.
And it's like never the same after that.
Yeah.
So you can break the law after being brainwashed, and the American justice system does not have a lot of sympathy for you because they also tried Korean defectors who eventually came back to the US. So there's that takeaway. Don't break the law even if you've been brainwashed, which is
interesting.
hard.
Josiah, have you ever played Call of Duty Ghosts?
Yes.
They do that in Call of Duty Ghosts with the ghost, the
What?
like main ghosts. They don't rape him, but they do like they like beat him and torture him and then get him to like go against his like ghost buddies. I wonder if
Yes.
I wonder if they drew from that.
Ghosts?
Okay.
Yeah, not
I
very
think I wonder.
not very good.
I need to
What's
play
like
through
the
it again.
war situation in there?
I don't know who fucking
Okay.
cares. It's like PMCs or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Who cares?
I was like trying to figure out what
I
continent.
need
we're
to-
It's a
on.
really bad
I
Call
haven't
of Duty.
replayed. I haven't played Call of Duty Ghosts since it came out.
Yeah, there's no.
Well, it was like 2015
2013.
2013.
Yeah.
Damn, even further
Oof.
back. I just picked up the steel book for it though, so
Okay. Why?
because I'm a collector.
Well,
That's
maybe
fair.
you can explore the connection there between.
I'll go back through.
Yeah.
Well, if you play it, let me know like what continent we're we're on, what war
We're all
we're
around.
fighting.
It's like fake.
It's a fake war.
It's like
a
fake
fiction.
nations. Yeah,
That's-
it's like
That's lame.
it's like Central America is like one nation or something, and then it's against like
Okay.
America. I don't know.
That sounds like lazy
Something like
writing.
that.
to
I'll play
me.
through it this week, and I'll have a full dissertation.
I don't think it's
going
very
into next week.
long.
No,
Yeah, so
it was also the first game to have voiceover packs for multiplayer.
yeah, it had Snoop Dogg.
Had Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
Snoop Dogg would be
wow.
like,
Was he a ghost?
no, he would just say he'd be like, kill streak. He'd say shit like that.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah.
be like,
People paid extra for that?
yo, man.
I think that's actually the
you pulled
start.
that.
I think that might be the start of inshitification.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
shitification.
so glad we
Oh.
Or
talked
maybe
about that.
Fortnitification.
Would you say that?
Relevant.
Yes, that's fair. Would you say that Black Ops 2 might have been the start of that? Because that had
Perfect game.
that had bacon skin. You
Oh,
get a
yeah.
skin that had bacon all
That
over
really
your gun.
was the start.
God,
I
that
think
is
Black Ops 2 might have been the
shitification.
start.
What time does
Jesus
the
Christ.
narwhal bacon?
Now I want a lobotomy.
Sorry, Rachel. Go ahead. Continue with your. But it was just
Jesus Christ.
It's time for your
Um,
lobotomy.
See, this is what
No.
this is why we can't have the boys get.
That's what I'm
Let's talk about
saying.
Call of Duty Ghosts.
we get
Yeah,
stopped
we-
instantly.
That was the
need to
Sausage
interject.
Fest corner.
Yes,
Anyways.
it was. You guys could probably be mind controlled by the CIA.
Fuck
Oh.
you.
Fucking
Fuck.
what?
You're playing war games for the man.
I don't think it's
For
like,
the man.
good. War's
If you're
good.
telling me.
Yeah,
I might be training like their AI robot models to more effectively. Actually, no. I am training them what not to do in war.
Right.
Because I'm
You're
not very
bad
good
at
at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, his KD
Okay.
is 0.64.
They're like, all right, so do not wear a riot shield on your
That's
back
why you
and
shit
crawl
post
around on
online
the,
to confuse the
ground.
AI.
Mhm.
Right. But I also learned about MK Ultra experiments and stuff, and if you've not heard about that, I'm sure there's a shitload of podcasts out there. But
7, 9, Delta, Blackjack, Charlie, Kilo.
Is that MK Ultra?
That was.
related?
I'm activating you.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to radio play that I'm.
You just make a noise like that. There you go.
Rachel, go ahead. Stop letting this guy interrupt you.
I know. It's basically the CIA's secret, way unethical, even by CIA standards, practices of testing out things like, basically like lasering off parts of your brain to get you to be less sensitive to things. That's like I don't remember like the term for it that was used, but it's like physical changes to the brain to like make you more pliable, similar to lobotomies.
Who did they do these on?
Literally, they were doing them on scientists in the CIA without their knowledge. They also did it like with hallucinogenic drugs, where they would just be like, "Oh, we're gonna study this," and they would like tell people, "This is what you're working on," and they wouldn't give them any details, and then would just drug them without telling them, and be like, "Let's see what happens." And people literally died, like killed themselves.
That's fucking
Were the
crazy.
were the Tuskegee studies done by the CIA?
No,
No, it's
not
totally
that I
different.
know of.
Okay.
But I'm sure there's podcasts about that. But yeah, and eventually, the last significant thing that I want to talk about is lobotomies. Lobotomies back in the day were done on majority white women, and that's really interesting. Yeah, for two white ladies I have mental health stuff, so I probably would have been lobotomized back in the day. But it's wild that it was like that demographic, because those people could seek out professional help for whatever they were struggling with, and the easiest solution to be more docile was to just like ice pick out some of your
cut
brain,
some pieces out,
and
yeah.
it was effective. So unfortunately, during that time period, you were probably better not to seek out medical advice, because then you got to keep your whole brain.
Did they get like good at it? Like, were they effective?
good in what way?
I mean, like, were they killing a lot of them, or
No,
were they
people
like,
lived.
or were they like effective? Were they like, bam, just
Yeah,
got ice
they
pick this
got
one
very
part,
precise.
and boom, now they're docile.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, people would go on and live like with full motor function and
Wow.
full like mostly full brain capacity, but just super diminished emotional capacities and basically like stunted emotional reactions.
Yeah.
to
So like the
things.
people that have like just totally flat
like a
affect
flacked,
and just
no reactions to things.
Interesting.
So if you had like a hysterical quote unquote wife,
One of the Kennedys
Yeah.
were.
Yeah,
Rosemary
I think
Kennedy had a lobotomy done to her.
Oh Lord.
that was like the last time period where they were really done, because they realized how unethical it was after it was done to like thousands of people.
The future president's
I think it was
sister.
like something like 45 to 55,000 people had lobotomies done in the United States during that time period, which is fucking crazy
That's
to
a
think about.
lot.
I didn't realize how many people it was. So it was a very informative book. It has me thinking a lot about a lot of ways that information is controlled and people are manipulated in ways that they know about and don't. And even if people know about it, sometimes it's not that helpful to know. Sometimes you're just manipulated, and that's really scary. So get your media literacy skills up. Think critically.
You're not immune to propaganda.
Amen.
No.
And if you think you are, that's a problem.
And if you think you are,
you're
then you should just listen to this podcast.
Oh. Well, that book sounds fascinating.
It was really good. I liked the narrator.
What was it called? I'm sorry.
The Instability of Truth by Rebecca Lamont.
And what did you rate it?
Truth was hard.
It was very good. I liked it a lot. It was like the kind of book that would have been assigned to me in like a women and gender studies seminar class that I would have like really been into. So it was fun. I do miss grad school just a little bit for that reason.
Yeah.
And I read books like that because of it. So it was nice. It was very informative.
If you had to rate it, how many stars would you give it? Out of 6.
Oh, out of 6.
That's weird.
Oh, you guys keep changing it on me.
Joey, stop. Out of 7.
No.
I do a 5-star.
5 or
system
10
for books.
I do 10
personally.
I would recommend it.
Okay, so 2 out of 2.
Out of 2, shut the
Well,
fuck
one
up.
one out of 2 would be
What
not
is-
recommended.
I told you I cried in math class, guys. I guess out of 3, 3 out of 3. Out
Okay.
of 5, 4 out of 5.
Okay,
It was very
okay,
good.
okay.
I liked it a
Great.
lot.
I like it. That's an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Love that.
Shut the fuck up. Pissing me off.
Now, did you listen to it?
I did listen to it.
Was the narrator good?
The narrator was good.
Okay, we love
Good
to hear.
tempo.
We love to hear it.
Yes.
Loved
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Did you guys read anything else?
No, that was only a book.
I listened to a book. Josiah, did you read something? You made a noise.
He's literate.
I wrote a book.
Oh my god! That was so earnest.
Oh my
Rejoice and be
God.
glad.
I read a source book for the tabletop role-playing game, Delta
TTRPG,
Green.
if you will.
TTRPG, if you will.
The
Labyrinth.
I love the Labyrinth.
The
Is
Labyrinth.
David Bowie there?
You could make him there. The Labyrinth is essentially it offers different ways to shape your campaign. So essentially,
Your Delta Green campaign.
Your Delta Green campaign.
What's Delta Green?
What is Delta Green? Delta Green is a D100 based TTRPG where it's kind of set in modern day, and you have to cover up eldritch horrors. You're part of the program, is what they call it. Delta Green. You're a secret semi-government agency sometimes, depending on how you want to play it.
Yeah.
And your job is to not necessarily like do what you'd see in a TV show where they're like, oh, we got to stop this and we got to. It's about containment. It's about making sure you're not like trying to salvage it. You're not trying to destroy it necessarily. You're not trying to
learn.
You're not trying to
everything
learn
about
anything
it.
about it.
You explicitly don't want to learn everything
the
about it.
more you learn, the worse it is. And so it's about maintaining your sanity as best as you can. And so with the Labyrinth, essentially it introduces allies and enemies to the organization, where they don't actually necessarily know that you're Delta Green, but it's ways to kind of propel narratives and get something bigger behind the missions that you do. So instead of just Monster of the Week or anything like that, there's a reason behind it. For instance, there's one that is, I just want to make sure that I get the exact
Majestic 12
phrasing of it. Yes, there you go. That actually is one.
Yes,
Joey, good job, Joey.
I don't remember what Majestic 12 is, but I heard it in a Delta Green podcast.
The Center for the Missing Child. That's sort of like a way to get wrapped up for your Delta Green agents to. They've been searching and. They look for missing children, and they provide resources to investigate missing children and things like this. So the Delta Green sort of latches onto that whenever something's a little too it touches too sensitive to the Lovecraftian,
the occult,
unnatural, cultish nightmares that hide behind the wall. And so anytime something kind of touches that, Delta Green can kind of sneak in as, oh, we are resources, and we're private investigators. Oh, we're with the FBI and we're assisting in this case, and we want to get you to come help us. Sometimes you can get the more deeper in with the organizations that you are. You get better resources and funding and and people to help you and sort of guide you through these things, or even do work for you while you are searching. But with each of them, they have characters and other affiliates of those ally organizations that will be assisting and also potentially harming the investigation. So there'll be someone who, after a while, they start to get a little too exposed, a little too close to the situation. Maybe they see something and you let them in, and then they dive too deep and they get kind of lost in the paranoia of everything. They start seeing aliens and monsters everywhere. And then all of a sudden, guess who the next target is? The guy that's been helping you.
Yikes. Just like the CIA.
So this is a source book. It just has resources for putting things into your game. It doesn't have a story. Like, it's not a...
No, I mean, it has
path.
loose narrative in there that you can kind of... So, for instance, a lot of it will be, okay, so there's steps usually. So it's like step 1. This is how it integrates into your game. You can kind of get... They also give you a list of, like, here's these precons. You can kind of put this sort of as the meaning, as the reason why you're doing this investigation, why you were called into it. And you can tie in more interesting characters and things like that. And then they give you, well, during your next one, so-and-so that was introduced here, maybe they saw something, or maybe you included them on something. And now they're actually the one who proposes the next mission to you. And so that's kind of how you dive deeper into this specific organization. And then it kind of does that. It plays through, and there's always a way that it's a kind of an out almost. You can just keep going through it and everything's great, or you can slowly start to destroy it from within and have your players have to react to the kind of the monster that they've created.
Do you plan on incorporating things into your
upcoming
game?
In the upcoming one that we will be playing, yes.
That's exciting. Do you have a rating for it? Do you have even like a barometer for how to rate this sort of thing?
I would say it's a lot more interesting. I've read a lot of D&D source books. Yeah. And so, and even like Marvel, I've read a little bit of Starfinder. And I just find that it's kind of unique in the sense that it gives you a lot to kind of go with, but it's also just like they're like plug it in, as opposed to getting you new weapons or getting you new classes or anything like that, or like, ooh, this is a new place you can go. It's more about how to flush out your story.
Yeah, and they give you like new like mythos and world building versus like items and classes and stuff.
Yeah, so they're like these are different resources that these agents can call upon. And so
that feels really necessary for Delta Green. Having that kind of source material
because
to pull from.
That's part of the question is like, okay, what's going on with this? How do I keep this fresh? Besides, you just be like, oh yeah, there's a secret organization that sends you out and does things, but you're like, okay, well, how do we allocate the resources? Are we pretending to be FBI agents? Are we Homeland Security? How do we get these credentials? And so sometimes it's easier to be like, well, Delta Green is partnering with a credible organization that isn't under too much scrutiny to verify your identities and to make sure, and you don't need to have super, super high clearance and break federal laws by impersonating special agents. And so there's, I think that just kind of flushes out and makes it a bit more versatile. And it's unlike anything that I've looked into. So I think Delta Green is super cool.
I love Delta Green.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5. Okay.
I
fantastic.
played on one of the games, and I like the idea of it being like in the real world.
Yeah.
And not having continents and names of things to learn. And like I like being able to like reference history.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's like a thing of like
nature.
With less world building. With fantasy and sci-fi, you get like a mental load on like the players of like things to remember about the world. But also the counter to that is that with real world stuff, you don't necessarily know how real world stuff works. Like you're
Yeah.
going into like a secret like FBI headquarters or whatever, or CIA headquarters.
Mhm.
You don't know at all what something like that would actually look like
Mhm.
in any way. But I mean, that's sort of fantasy too.
Yeah,
So whatever.
and I think
But then your
that's
players want to do something very realistic
Yeah.
and like
something that very, very tangible. Something
Yeah.
that they're like,
Cool.
I want to hijack an airplane. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Okay.
okay.
Get me
You're
from
like,
point A
all
to
right,
point B.
cool.
step
Like,
by step.
that's realistic. They're like, my solution to this situation, we hijack an airplane, we crash it into this thing, it's done, it's over, it's just a bunch of crazy people hijacked an airplane and
We're
crashed
talking
it.
only
Yeah.
about
Done.
a game.
There
Yeah.
are ways to
We're talking only
Put that out
about
there.
in Delta Green.
in Delta
Only in a TTRPG.
in a role playing game.
It's
In a
so
role-playing game.
cool though that in Delta Green you like have there's emotional and mental impact because of how horrifying
Yes.
the stuff is you're encountering like that,
Realistic.
and you can develop disorders and
Yeah.
and
You
get on medication.
you damage
to-
your bonds,
Yeah.
or instead of taking like
Damage your bonds.
like with
with
in your
So, yeah-
relationships.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah,
that's
you
Yeah.
realistic.
Yeah.
You create your character, and the point of your character is to like a start, and you don't get stronger the way that you would like leveling up in D&D.
Yeah.
You kind of get weaker the more you see and the more you
your
get
skills
exposed
go up
to.
a little
Your
bit.
skills do. So whenever you fail a skill after that session, or however the handler rules it, you get a little bit of buff to it, and you'll get better at it.
You're called a handler?
The dungeon
don't like
master,
that.
the
Yeah,
game
but
master is
like a
called the
CIA
handler.
handler or something.
Yeah, like a handler.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Like a Black Ops,
The
sort
guy
of
in the
thing.
chair.
Yeah, like a ghost.
Like a like a modern
Okay.
warfare. No, but but yeah, no. So it's very exciting. I enjoy it. It's also more just role playing heavy. It's more
Yeah.
just, but like this is the situation. This is the way we think through things, and it kind of just goes off of your innate abilities as people. It kind of just gives you the benefit of the doubt whenever, like, if you have a high rating in this skill, more than likely you can just do it.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll for it.
You don't need to
just
roll
do it.
for it. You're like, if you have nimble fingers, or you're a criminal, you're probably just going to be able to pick locks.
Yeah.
If you
Mhm.
are, like some stealth operative, you kind of have a always be looking over your shoulder sort of mentality.
Yeah, and if there is combat, it's quick and it's like
It's deadly.
Deadly, yeah.
It's not like this drawn out, like, oh, I have 3 turns or anything. It's like, no, it's 2 to 3 seconds.
yeah.
You're like, I can do a thing. I can run. I can pick
Hopefully.
this up. And then it's, all right, your turn's over.
Yikes. Sounds
Well, I'm
fun.
so proud of you for reading with a book.
That is
Josiah.
I
excellent.
read a book. I had to start somewhere.
Josiah's literate.
This will be the first week we all 4 have a book to talk about.
That's so nice.
impressive,
We
guys.
read.
We read. I listened to a novel. I did the thing Nikki does where she'll just download a bunch of books and not really look too hard at what they are.
You just gotta.
That's how you read more.
Well,
Just dive in.
I have been really wanting like a hard sci-fi that is like very sci-fi. It's not just like fantasy with like a sci-fi skin, or it's like
Yeah.
I want some hard sci-fi
you have
concepts
high
that are.
standards for that, and I can appreciate it.
It's what I really really like, and so I downloaded a few. I listened to 6% of 3 different books, and then
What?
it just so happened I went back and looked. I was like, oh, 6%. But I settled on Across the Universe by Beth Revis, which turned out to be a trilogy, which I only learned as I was
See?
sitting here
You
looking
two
it
are
up.
meant for each other.
I didn't like it. It
Oh,
was
okay.
one sci-fi concept that I don't think you can really get outside of sci-fi is like the idea of generational ships and like the things that go with generational ships. It's like a ship that is on a voyage so long that people live and die on the ship without ever
Yeah.
leaving
Live
the
and
ship.
die and reproduce at least once.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
a long time.
Yes. So it's like a lot of it is about how do you keep these people happy? How do you like these people are doing this for like a future they'll never see.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you keep them satisfied with that? What do you do if things come up? Because it's like you're in the middle of space. No one is going to be there to
Things
help
come
you.
up.
Yep. If the ship breaks, you're fucked. Like, that's it. And-
Everybody gets food poisoning at the same time.
Right.
The ship's fucked.
Jesus.
4 people get hantavirus at
Oh
once.
my god! You're just docked outside the next planet forever. Oh no, that's less fun because it's real.
But this was a love story, and I kind of knew it was going to be going in, and I just wanted to see how they did that. with the like setting of a generation ship. And I didn't really care about the love story at all. The issue with the book, I think, is that there is a mystery that unfolds throughout the book, kind of throughout the book. I would say about through 90% of the book, you unveil about 10% of the mystery. And then in the last 10% of the book, you unveil the rest of the 90% of the mystery.
Yikes.
The villains both die within about 6 paragraphs of each other. And it's done like that. And then like 4 pages later, the book is over.
Damn.
Oh, I don't
So-
like endings like that.
I did not like that either. And I got to the point where like 75% of the way through, I sped it up to 1.75 speed, which I do not do. I
That's funny.
I am strongly against speeding books up because I think there is like artistic integrity to how they chose to
That's-
present it.
Of course.
But I was so sick. It was either that or I didn't finish it, and I wanted to see how they wrapped it up. But it was like they telegraphed the mystery so obviously ahead of time, and then dragged them on
Yeah.
for so long. There is something to making mysteries solvable by the reader, so your reader feels smart, and there's some like dramatic irony or whatever. But holy shit, it just went on forever with like the main character being clueless, and I just didn't enjoy that. And then there's mind control on that too, because the way they decide to handle generation ships is they just made a medicine that makes people basically lobotomized. So,
Well, that'll do it, I guess.
so there you go. Yeah.
And that doesn't make people want to fuck? And like that doesn't make
So
it...
another thing is
Okay.
that they give them certain hormones to not want to fuck 95% of the time, and then they have a season every like 20 years or something
Ew.
Don't like
where
that.
where they put a bunch of chemicals in the water to make people fuck.
In the
And-
water?
and then they're like fucking everywhere. They're like in the
Ew.
streets
I
fucking and
hate
stuff.
that. actually.
So
And I was gonna make like a weird sex metaphor for the book. It seems like they edged you past the point of like actually being able to orgasm. Like,
Yes,
that's the
yeah,
nature
they
of
edged me
how
too
the
far.
book seems.
It just
Um,
hurts now.
Too sensitive.
Too sensitive. I shiver every time.
Oh my.
I can't stop cringing.
We might cut that out.
Keep it in.
Well, I was gonna ask if the romance was like, was it written like smutty or was it just?
It was written a little smutty but it feels gross because it's from the male POV.
Oh.
A lot of it is from the male
Wait.
POV. So it just
I don't know that
doesn't-
I've ever read
This
smut
one's
from
for
a
the
male
boys.
POV.
It's not very smutty. I don't think they even have sex. But I mean,
That's
like,
not good.
there is descriptions of other people having sex, and there is,
Is he
uh,
watching?
huh?
Is he watching?
Yeah, they're like in the middle of the street. And stuff. It's
Voyeurism.
the season, bro.
It's the season.
gross.
Like
But-
Tis the
rabbits.
season.
But there's like a gross voyeuristic quality to his like lust that I do not like.
I don't want to read
Interesting.
that.
That is uncomfortable. You don't want to read it. It's not. Great.
I believe
I was surprised to look at the actual. It's got a 3.8 on Goodreads. I was kind of surprised
That's
by
not
that
that
because
good.
I would give it a 2, I think, out of 5.
Okay.
2 out of 5.
that's
uh,
not great.
But like contrasting it with other like similar sci-fi stories, I just didn't feel like they had anything interesting to introduce into like this idea of like a generation ship. Like I've read other ones where like they have a whole society of people who don't even know who they're on a ship, and they're being bred for like their longevity and stuff by somebody who like lives for 1,000 years. Like that feels way more interesting to me than anything presented in this book. But whatever.
If you want a good
I need
arc
some real
ship,
good
just read
hard-ass
Children of
sci-fi.
Time.
Yeah,
Is that
true.
another
Yeah.
Brandon Sanderson?
No, that
Oh,
is
okay.
Tchaikovsky.
I just assumed.
Ooh.
What is their first name?
Adrian?
Adrian Tchaikovsky.
Is that right?
Good poll. Yep,
Thank you.
that's absolutely right.
That is a fucking fantastic sci-fi book, and I just need to read the second and third one of that trilogy.
All
Because
of them are
I think,
those
there's,
are
I think it's more than a trilogy, isn't it?
I need to read the second, third, fourth,
I think
and
there's 5.
fifth of that quintilogy.
That's damn good sci-fi.
That is damn good sci-fi.
We all read. Oh, I'm so glad we're literate still.
Good job.
Did we watch movies?
I did.
We did watch movies.
Did you watch Collective movie?
We did not.
We did
Oh.
not.
We each
Separate
individually
movies.
watched them.
I
Me
went
and
with my bestie.
Joey watched some collective movies. We had
Huh?
a game
Oh, yeah.
night.
Oh, yeah,
What we do with our game nights is we have our friends over and we usually play Magic: The Gathering, but we
Yeah.
might play something else or do something else. But in the background, we usually put on some movies. So to start, before Joey arrived, we watched Evil Dead 2. And you know what? Evil Dead 2 is fantastic. I'm going to keep these ones short because it's like we're just kind of like, we didn't fully pay attention to them all the time.
Yeah.
We probably already watched these. So, but Evil Dead 2, borderline experimental
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
It's fun. It has horror. It has silliness. It's kind of a little bit of everything.
It has
It's got
the
a little
entire.
something for everyone.
It's got a little something for everyone. It has like the entire plot of Evil Dead 1 in like the first 45 minutes,
Yeah.
and then it really gets
Oh.
going.
Yep.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then there's a lot of hell yeah stuff. There's
Yep.
a lot of icky goop stuff.
Yeah.
I believe that.
There's a lot of funny haha stuff.
Yeah.
It's really a movie for the people.
Yeah, it's spooky, it's trippy, it's silly, it's epic. It's just all sorts of different things going
The
on with it.
people's movie.
The next movie that was put on was Flubber,
Yes.
and fucking
Classic.
we had one friend in particular who was just very, very harsh, very just like
Who was it?
anti-Flubber.
Bleep it out.
he was just like, why
Pause
was this?
for edit.
He was like,
Pish posh.
you can bleep my specific track.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Pish posh. That's great.
It's just like was very critical. Like just as like, why is this even a thing?
Does
Why
he
was this
hate
even
fun?
made? Well, I was saying, I'm like, this is a
But
fucking kids
yeah, but as
movie.
the movie went, I was like, that's kind of based. I don't know why this movie was made. Good point.
Because you guys hate fun. What the fuck?
it's
I have a lot of nostalgia for Flubber.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Flubber a lot very young,
Yeah.
but it is objectively not a very good movie.
No.
I think.
I
For
you know,
who?
and that ended
It's
up being
for children.
and that ended up being my assessment of it. There's a lot of good children's movies out there that like are, you could even say, are like 10 out of 10 movies.
I think
but
Flubber was just a product of the time.
Yeah.
Yes, very.
It
was
was-
it 90s or
it had some
80s?
great CGI in it.
It was
at times.
definitely like a tech demo for like
was
experimental.
CGI.
Yeah.
It
For-
led to other things.
like it. Yes, for sure. And it was like a generation, not a generation, but it was like a tech generation past the like
Mhm.
initial
Mhm.
wave of like CGI
Yeah.
stuff in movies. And so it looked a little better, and they chose like a thing that looked weird. Like they
Yeah.
weren't CGIing people; they were
I'm getting,
CGIing
like,
green goo
Green
and
goo
a
and
basketball
a little robot.
and a
I
little
feel like
robot. Well,
it's
I
like
think that was probably a puppet for a lot of
Frankenstein-esque.
it.
I think for a lot of it, huh?
Is it not like a retelling of Frankenstein in a way?
No, it's a retelling of a movie called The Absent Professor.
It is kind of a
Absent-minded
Frankenstein,
professor.
I don't know.
but not really. Yeah, the absent-minded professor. I
But-
didn't either.
Yeah, there was a lot
Never
of
watched
things that were just mostly like just for scenes. They were like, okay, well, what
Yes.
if we put Flubber on a basketball and put Flubber on his shoes and he bounced around and he did a bunch of slam dunks and they're like, well, what if we
What goes on for like 15
what
minutes.
if we had Flubber do a little dance number whenever the Flubber was left at home?
Yeah.
And
Well,
it does.
and it's Robin Williams.
Yeah,
Right.
and Robin
in
Williams
his,
is a
in like
very
the
funny
height
time.
of his funny,
Yeah.
funny
Yeah.
guy era.
Yeah, it's just there are a lot better Robin
Mhm.
Williams movies.
That's fair.
For
I'll give
sure.
you that.
And there's there's
I
better
wanna watch-
Disney movies. There's
I wanna
better
watch Bicentennial Man.
Bicentennial Man's a good one. But okay, sorry. Then we watched Men in Black.
Yes.
Ugh,
nice.
one of the perfect movies.
Yeah, what
Wait, really?
yeah.
what God would refer to
unironically.
as his perfect movie.
It just is good.
It's a 5-star
Mhm.
movie.
Vincent
for
D'Onofrio,
me.
like, I don't know what he did to himself.
I'm gonna put my hands on my head. Like this.
Yeah,
That was the first time I ever remember being like scared of something
He's scary
in a
this.
movie.
Yeah.
It was very
Horrifying.
scary. I remember
But-
being like, "What the fuck is that?" As a-
everything about that slick. It's super quotable. There's so many good
It's so
visuals.
tight.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
tight. Not
Every
a second
scene,
wasted.
yeah, every scene is like memorable and has something
Mhm.
happening. Yeah,
And I feel like everyone's got something important to say and or interesting or cool to say. Nobody's like, you're just like, you can kind of zone out. You're like, everything about it's pretty good. The plot's very nice.
Yeah.
Like it.
I think
Rip Torn is in it.
we
Rip Torn's
easily
in it.
watch
Fun
that at least once, probably 3 times a year. So
Yeah, that's a good rewatch.
yeah. Probably.
That would be a fun like
Intergalactic
birthday
cougar
party
down
theme.
here.
Either come as like dressed as a man in black or like a weird alien. That would be really fun.
that's a
Because
good
that was
idea.
my favorite part of the whole plot was the weird aliens that you got to meet, and then
Yeah.
finding that
Mhm.
they just like work a desk job
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
government somehow, just like everybody else.
Yeah, true.
Which is like very equalizing. But
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
really fun. I support that. I
Mhm.
love Men in Black. That's great.
So that was the movie that we then we ended the night. Joey was pretty much gone by this point. I think maybe were you there when we started Borat?
No, I certainly was not.
So Joey was gone by that point.
No, my Adderall had
been
worn
there.
off. And
Nikki made him come home.
We started
I was
Borat,
just like-
and I experienced my first glitch on Netflix because
Oh.
it
No
just
way.
got added to Netflix, and all of the music in it was doubled.
What?
oh,
It was all
How
doubled.
does that even happen?
I
What?
don't know, but like okay, so we'll start off with the 20th Century Fox logo.
Mhm.
You know how it goes dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. It was like dun 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 dun.
Oh my
Dun, dun,
god,
dun,
I couldn't have watched.
Dun 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 dun.
How much of
Dun
Borat
dun dun
did-
dun 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 dun.
That's pretty good. Wow.
Thank you, I'm a musician.
How much? How much of Borat did you watch like that?
I watched all of Borat.
I
Like
like
Oh
that.
my
Like
I
god!
watched all, or we got
Jesus.
to about when we got right to whenever they go to the mega church.
Yeah, describe a point in
Oh,
Borat.
God.
here, thanks.
Oh, Borat. Yeah, everyone knows what Borat
Borat.
is. Borat comes to America. He starts in New York and makes his way to California to confront his love, Pamela Anderson.
So how far into it did you get with
We
this
got
doubling?
to the mega church, which is like over like about 3/4 in.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
see, I'm once again.
But the audio is fine. Like the
Concerned.
actual vocals and everything, like people like talking is fine. It's the music is weirdly doubled.
I
That's
would've
really
sent
weird.
Netflix an email.
And then I went and finished it up like the following day because we only
course.
got
Sure.
and it was, I think that the end seemed fine. But then I went and tried to rewatch it again just earlier today to see if they fixed it, and the end like it still was doubled.
Weird.
That's so weird.
So
didn't
I
know
don't
that was a
know
thing.
what that was. It's weird. It's really weird, but
haunting.
Without that, Borat is
I think it's fun.
fun watch.
The only
It's-
4 people who were in on it were Sacha Baron Cohen,
Mhm.
his buddy, the lady who played the prostitute that he
Oh,
ended
God.
up bringing back to his home country and marrying, and Pamela Anderson. Those are
Wow.
the only 4 people. What they did was they had them sign consent forms before they started talking.
It's similar to Jackass in that way.
And so like he got like he gets in an RV with a bunch of frat guys,
Oh.
and they start talking some major shit.
Right. Yeah.
They start talking about like they were talking about how like white men are like oppressed.
Oh,
Jesus.
no.
then there's,
what year
like-
was it made in?
Goodness,
I've never seen Borat.
No
It's-
way.
I've only seen Borat 2. That
Borat
is
What's the
seems
other
wrong.
thing? that
2006.
Sasha- What's the other?
Bruno.
Bruno. I like
Bruno.
Borat better than I like Bruno.
Bruno I feel is just really crude.
Actual slop.
Bruno's
Borat
pretty sloppy.
Is heavy-handed in the way that Jackass is, but at least it's like making some commentary on politics in some way.
How purple that
I
light
was
is
like,
out
I
there.
kept waiting for red lights, but it was just
Okay.
purple.
So struck. That was crazy.
Don't do that.
It was. Sorry.
I was gonna turn around and see like a face
That
in
is-
the window.
That is what.
Sorry. Took a
Sorry.
break. Some guy had
Didn't
like
mean to say
crazy purple headlights on his truck. It was insane. I was like, what is happening out there? But
But what is Bruno? He's
Bruno's he's a German or Austrian fashion designer who's also gay and who comes to America to make a life for himself here. And
He's
tries to like
romanticing them
he
together.
wants to be famous. And so that's why he comes to America.
Huh.
But in Borat he like there's some besides all like some of the goofy stuff, he does kind of go about and kind of shine some light on some things that
Yeah.
we maybe don't necessarily talk about, like that you get really like maybe you'll see it in a movie. You might see like an uncomfortable subtly racist situation,
yeah.
but you get
But
to
this is real.
really watch a subtly racist, uncomfortable situation all of a sudden happen. He
Mm.
caused a fucking riot at a rodeo.
That's
He
based.
went out and he was
That
like,
sounds political.
he went out there and he was like,
Mhm.
I support your war, your terrorist war.
Oh.
And everyone started like cheering, and he's like, I think that everyone should, like, all of them should drown in rivers of blood, and people were like cheering for it. And he goes, now I'm going to sing my national anthem. And it's just a song about how his country exports the most potassium than any other nation. And everyone is fucking booing and throwing shit at him. Apparently there's like a extended edition where what's his who directed the Joker? Philip Miller, is that his name? That's not right. It's not right. It's not right.
Tim Miller?
Tim Miller.
Fact check.
Fact check.
We'll fact check it in real time.
Whoever it was.
Todd Phillips.
Todd Phillips. He was the original director of Borat.
Really?
Yeah, and then he left. He left because it was too
bullshit.
Controversial.
Whoa.
He was like, this is too extreme for me.
Too controversial in 2006.
I'm going to go make 3 Hangover movies. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
And then,
Jesus.
yeah, but Borat, I think that it had some interesting things too.
Funny.
That it showed light on. It had some interesting things that it kind of allowed us to peek behind the curtain and see real people behaving a certain way.
Yeah.
Though it was, coded the entire time in goofy
Yeah.
butt humor.
Did you
It
win?
is a boy watch.
Did you win that game of Commander?
No, I lost that
Did you die first?
Yeah.
It really does
Yeah.
that. I don't know how. In the moment, it doesn't feel weird. It's like, I gotta kill Josiah. I don't know. And then after the game, it's
Well,
like, oh, Josiah died first again.
That's the
Sorry,
only
I don't
opportunity
know.
you guys get. You can't
Well,
kill the DM.
What happens
That's
with
true.
what
That's
happens
damn
with
true.
me and Magic, I feel, is that I know I have to pick someone. So I have to pick someone, or else they're gonna ramp up too hard and they're gonna become the unstoppable one. Usually, it happens to be one of our friends who spends a lot more money on Magic than the rest of us.
Which is fine.
Which
Just
is
like
fine,
politics.
But then he goes and only guns for me the whole game, and then everybody else starts to gun for me because they see
You become an
that
easy target. Yeah.
I become an easy target, and also I start to get into a pretty good position. I'm like, okay, I can handle him while they're doing their thing. And they go, well, since he's already weak, we might as well just keep hammering him.
Just
Well,
like
I killed you
politics.
because one friend I couldn't kill. I didn't have enough mana to pay to kill him.
Mm-hmm,
And then the other one, he had too much stuff
I mean,
to
you
defend.
can say whatever lies you want just to make
It's
yourself
true.
feel better.
It's
My
true.
rule at this point is I have had to learn how to control my emotions, so I can only be angry at you during the game that you kill me, and
Unless you bring
then-
it up later.
Unless you bring it up later, in which case I start to start it all over again. But it
Fair
goes
enough.
away shortly.
Josiah's raging.
Did you watch any non-game night movies?
Let's see here. Hot Fuzz. I just finished Hot Fuzz.
Oh,
We watched Normal in theater, and I said that
it's like a
normal-
worse Hot Fuzz.
yeah, is like an American
An
Hot
American
Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. That's right.
Less stylized, more straightforward.
Yes.
And yeah, Hot Fuzz is awesome. Hot Fuzz is great.
We
It's
watched that. didn't
about
Yeah,
an
we watched
English
Hot Fuzz.
cop who's too damn good at his job. His arrest record is 400% higher than everybody else's in the station, and he puts everyone else to shame. So they send him to the countryside where he unravels a conspiracy. But yeah, it's got a lot of good humor. It has a lot of cool shots, a lot of stylized Edgar
Yeah, well,
Wright.
it's an sorry.
An Edgar Wright movie is almost a perfect movie unless he makes it bad.
Unless
Um,
he chooses.
unless he
for it to be
chooses
bad.
Unless he
for it
makes
to be
Last
bad.
Night in Soho.
Yeah, unless he moves that or Running Man.
Running Man was okay.
You talked a lot of shit about Running Man for
You
a movie
know-
that you ended up liking.
I'm going to talk about Running Man a little bit when I talk about mine and Nikki's movie.
Okay. Well, beyond that, Hot Fuzz, I would say Hot Fuzz is a 9 out of 10 easy.
Okay.
Fantastic
It's a
movie.
good
Really? I thought you were going to give it 10.
It's
Not quite.
I think
not
there's
the
a
perfect
Are,
movie.
are any Edgar Wright movies a 10?
I don't know. Hot Fuzz, I'm going to give Hot Fuzz a 9.5.
Okay.
talked him into
I
it.
don't
Don't
know
let
if
me
any
push
of
you
them
into
are 10.
anything
Baby
you're
Driver is a
uncomfortable
10
with.
out of 10.
Okay. Yeah, Baby Driver.
You have
Seems
shown
Baby
things
Driver's
about Baby Driver. I've never seen
fantastic.
that.
interesting. Okay. Rachel, talk about a movie.
I watched Mother Mary. This is not a boy movie.
You went to a theater and watched this.
I did. I
The
went with my
cinematic
bestie.
experience.
We were talking about some kind of heavy shit. And we needed like a little bit of a palate cleanser. And this did that for sure. It was effective in capturing our full attention for the 110 minutes that we were in there. So it was wild. I'm still not sure what it's about. I'm not gonna lie.
well,
It was very interesting. The things that I liked about it, It was very well produced. There was really interesting like cinematography, and it portrays the creative process in a really interesting way. It's about like a pop star in crisis. Wild things happen. If you want me to spoil the wild things, I will, but like you guys should maybe go see it and we could talk about it more.
As soon as we get our email back about our subscription, yeah.
Get that subscription. But it's like kind of in crisis pop star needs to go to get their original stylist who they've like cut ties with they didn't end on good terms, and then she goes crawling back to her old stylist who's like maybe a lover, maybe an old best friend. It never really defines it. There's weird tension the whole time. And it never talks about what happened, really. It gives a little bit of detail, but it doesn't go into very much at all. And it's an A24 film, and I didn't really realize it until like maybe halfway through when all of a sudden things...
The logo... sorry.
Well, no, it like started at the beginning, so you
That'd be
like
crazy.
showed it. But it like was like a normal, just like weird kind of tense lesbian-y vibe kind of movie. And then it gets super weird really fast.
Interesting.
Like, there's a scene where one of the characters is like, spoiler alert, pulling out one of her own teeth and going about how she like was so stressed out about this falling out that she like cracked a tooth and went home and pulled it out with pliers. And it shows that in a mirror as she's telling the story. And it's really intense and really gory, and I'm afraid of teeth stuff, so it freaks me the fuck out. And then they're just like, and then in the same breath, she's like, I didn't really do that. I went to the dentist.
That
so
does
it's like
feel
very A24.
so A24.
After that happened, like that was like the like, oh, weird shit is about to go on.
Which tooth number was it?
It was one of the back ones. I don't know.
One of her molars.
Yes.
Upper.
On the left?
No, I think maybe upper. I don't remember. I didn't look. It was yucky.
She was looking in the mirror. Was it her left hand or her right hand?
I don't know.
So probably like 14, 15.
I'm gonna say 14. It's the easiest
Teeth
one to grab.
guys on the pod.
This is what it'll take for them to watch it.
No, yeah.
Is the
You guys
know
go
what?
watch it and you
I'm
tell me what
interested in
tooth.
the dental
I don't
aspect
know.
of this movie.
Yeah, I'm in it just for
not a
that.
big
I'm
part
gonna
of
walk
it.
out after that part.
But there are some body horror moments.
Okay.
It's sort of ghosty, but like doesn't
Okay.
say that really. It could be about a ghost. It could also be about God. I don't know. I don't really know.
Up for interpretation?
Up for interpretation a lot. I am notorious for picking movies that don't really go anywhere, and like this is a good example of like we sort of ended in the same place that we started. Nothing really is resolved, but like we went on a ride together.
Is it kind of like The Big Lebowski?
I don't know that I would say it's like The Big Lebowski.
You mean perfect?
Yes.
I thought it was really interesting. Like I said, the way they portray the creative process from the designer's perspective is really cool. The sounds that they include and like the cutting of fabric and the pinning of pins and like the pitter patter of feet on a studio floor is like great. It's awesome. I want a big barn studio now to make weird garments. But yeah, it like is sort of like divine intervention in the creative process is how I would describe it broadly, and it's really interesting. And Anne Hathaway looks pretty good, which I guess people are talking about now.
Anne Hathaway's in it?
Anne Hathaway is the Lady Gaga-esque character.
Oh, she's
Interesting.
in 2 movies in theaters right now.
That's an interesting like role for her, I guess.
It is. It's very
Yeah.
different. She sings.
Oh.
And like I'm curious, I didn't look it up, but like they must have written songs for this movie, and I wonder if they exist in full length anywhere, because you don't hear any of the songs all the way through.
Oh.
Interesting.
But I know a few other production things that are happening right now that include like a character having a music career, and those are on Spotify sometimes. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, like
Like the Vampire Lestat.
that M. Night Shyamalan movie where his daughter is
They're not great songs, admittedly, but like interesting.
What was that M. Night Shyamalan movie where his daughter is like a pop star and whatever.
I don't know.
Fuck it.
Oh, the one that I wanted to see and I never fucking went and watched.
Probably.
But Josiah
Yeah, I
just
was-
fact checked, and Mother Mary songs are on Spotify.
There you go.
Trap?
Trap, yes, thank you.
I've never.
I
Heard
meant
of
to
it.
watch Trap, and I just
It's like an
never.
ad
Anne
for M. Night
It's like
Shyamalan's
the
daughter.
return of Josh Hartnett.
Yes, I almost said Glenn Powell, but that's a different guy.
Yeah,
Josh Hartnett is great in it.
Josh Hartnett, miss him.
Anne Hathaway did Les Miserables, right? Like she
Yeah.
do be singing. So
She do be singing now. I didn't.
Interesting.
that makes sense.
and they really sang in Les Miserables.
Yeah.
Some of them.
singing.
Yeah. What would you rate it?
For it really did capture your attention, and I still don't know what went on, and I watched pretty intently. So I would say like 7.5, 8. It was good. I want other people to see it so I can talk about it. It's one of those like thought provoking kind of movies.
Okay.
And I really did appreciate the portrayal of creativity. I think that's nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Me and Nikki watched a movie. We watched one movie.
One single movie.
We watched The Hunger Games Catching Fire.
Nice.
Oh, here we go. Part
Nice.
2.
Where are we in the world?
Well, I did not remember this, that a lot of this movie is set up for the end of the trilogy.
Yes. This is kind of the meat.
Yeah, and very clearly, at least I could be totally wrong. I say very clearly, but I could be completely wrong about this. But it feels like she had the idea for the Hunger Games, made the Hunger Games, and then wrote 2 more books in addition to that. It's like 2 and 3 almost feel like they could be like one thing, just because of how connected that story is, one book to the other.
She got that book deal.
You almost feel like she kind of like just the fact that because it's the 49th Hunger Games in the first one, and this is the 50th one in this one, right?
It's the 74th,
74th to 75th,
and then the 75th.
It makes you think like it's like okay, well that almost seems like it's like all right, we're gearing up to set up the next set of books or whatever with the first one.
Yeah, I that it is possible.
Well, the whole thing is a message though about the revolution. So I do think there's value in all 3 of them separately, but sure, the bulk of it is the fun of it is mostly in the first one with just seeing what the Hunger Games is.
Yeah.
The shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty basic in the first one. I think just because we hadn't gotten a lot of that genre or that type of thing in recent, obviously fucking Battle Royale or whatever. But I don't think they needed to make that one super complicated, and it was good as like a pretty simple thing. And then they kind of pump it up with the next one. It's a much more interesting arena.
Right.
The characters are fleshed out more, and she has allies that she cares about.
It's more about strategy.
Yes.
Well, and also the whole thing is that Snow is pissed off and recognizes that they have to make it really interesting and try to make Katniss look like she's the bad guy. So, there's also like a bunch of extra stuff going on. Yeah, it's all propaganda. It's all, how can we spin this so that the Capitol still comes out on top?
Yeah, and we get Donald Sutherland acting across from Philip Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman is kind of subdued in this. I think he's more fun when he's a little more energetic.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the Big Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski.
He goes sicko mode in the Big Lebowski. or Red Dragon. He's
Red
really
Dragon.
good too.
Oh, he's so funny. Good. He's crazy.
Do you see? But obviously, they're both really good in this, and they have really interesting scenes pretty interesting scenes. They have like babies first, like propaganda, like
yes,
scenes. Like we got to make them look like bad guys. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Rest in peace, Senna.
Rip
like
Lenny
the fashion
Kravitz.
designer?
Rip Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
Kravitz.
tragedy when I read those books. Oh my god,
And it's so funny
I feel
they
like
time
I
it.
cried.
I
when
did.
was reading it.
That's like the only death I remember from that. And then I was like, he's played by Lenny Kravitz.
That shocked me again.
No,
watching it,
Yeah.
watching the Hunger Games last week.
You just
I was
don't
like,
expect it.
what? No,
You can't kill him.
I feel like that every time I see Jared Leto. I'm like, what the fuck? He's in this? I'm like, this guy is back.
Another really problematic person that continues to get roles.
Yeah.
Continues.
Ugh.
I don't know, man.
Jeffrey Wright
Disgusting.
and Amanda Plummer are in this movie, and they're
Yep.
really, really, really good. I like both of them a lot. Jeffrey Wright is like my favorite. He's a really good actor, and he's my favorite character in
Because
this
you're
movie.
looking
I think.
in a mirror, Joey.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not a very.
Wait, look him up. I don't know what he looks like.
I'm not an electrician.
No, not.
Oh, not in looks. I don't know who we're talking about.
He's just the character.
He's a black,
black
man.
man, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
So what is he like?
He's cutting out my hair.
No.
Cut that.
cut that.
Cut that.
Why are you like him? Explain it to me. I don't get it.
He's just nerdy.
Oh.
He's not bald and catching fire.
He barely has hair and catching fire.
Oh yeah, him. I know him.
Let me see him. He's like an NW.
Oh
he's like an NW. 5
Jesus,
or 6.
Joey's been talking about hairlines for.
Oh my
What?
god.
It's his new thing. He's
It's
been
the
talking
Norwood
about hairlines.
scale. He's an
What
NW6,
happened
I
here?
think.
Shut up. Asking which tooth it is. Talking about fucking hairline categorization.
Okay, this
You're
is
gonna
what his hairline was like.
Get
in
one of
Catching
those
Fire.
weird eugenic
Well, let me
skulls
see.
from a thrift store soon.
That's an NW4.
What the hell?
Are you in the Rate Me subreddit?
Google-
Is this where you're learning all
Google-
this?
Google
I don't
NW4.
want
No!
that in my search results.
Google-
No.
I'll
Cut
Google
this
it and I'll
out of
show
the
you.
podcast. This
No,
is ridiculous.
I was. It's
This goes at the end of the podcast. This is the
God.
tag.
no. It was
No,
Northern Line was talking about it because
his
he's totally
character,
bald.
Jeffrey Wright's character is like a very precise.
Look, NW4. That's exactly what he
He
has.
said a little more
I
than
got
that.
it. Like
A
exactly.
little more than that.
No.
Anyways,
Why
Well, it's
do
more
we
than
need
an
to
NW3.
categorize
we don't.
that?
We don't.
Only
Only if you're planning to travel to Turkey for plugs.
true.
Anyway.
you got more thoughts on Catching Fire?
That's how we end it. God.
The effects were ever like 0.2% better.
Yeah,
Then-
looked fine.
This
Fire's
was
a little weird
2013.
again.
This was 2013, and it
Yeah.
felt very. My immediate thought when Katniss first came on screen was, "Holy shit!" They gave her a lot of volume spray in her hair.
Yeah, we were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why has she been like bimboified?
Yeah,
this,
she
like,
was
whole
bimboified,
time?
but then it was like, oh yeah, but she is a gamer.
what?
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 She
You got it.
won.
Oh, she's a victor.
She's a victor.
Yeah.
She's a
She's a
victor. Yeah, she's like
gamer.
basically a celebrity for
Yeah,
them
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Uh,
So
She's
yeah.
part of the establishment.
She's like well nourished now, so she has fuller hair, I guess. Or it's
The budget-
extensions.
The budget for the first movie was $78 million, and then the second one was $140 million.
Jesus,
That makes sense. It just like the sets and things
Yeah.
are a lot more elaborate, and there's a lot more
Twice as many
effects.
people in the Hunger Games, twice as much money.
And they filmed in the tropics or something.
There's the
so.
same amount of people.
What?
There's
Oh,
the
that
same
was the
amount of
whole
people.
thing about the. Did I misremember?
Yeah, and so did I, because I thought that too until I was watching the movie. I was like, oh yeah, I guess there's not twice.
What?
I don't know
it's
when
two
that
people
is.
from each.
I think that's
Yeah.
in
Oh,
Ha-
but they
I-
they pulled it from the previous.
well,
that
no,
was
I think
Hamish's.
it's Hamish's, yeah,
Hamish's game was
Yeah.
they had twice as many,
which
from
is
each.
what Sunrise on the Reaping is about.
Yes.
Are
Haven't
you
read
guys
it yet.
building up to watch or to read and watch that?
I am planning to
I'm gonna
read
watch it.
and watch.
I probably won't read it, but
I appreciate the honesty, cause same.
Joey bought the physical hardback copy for me. So.
I
yeah,
don't
with
like hardback
sprayed
books.
edges.
With sprayed
I like
edges.
a good hardback.
Sprayed with what?
They're like, have you seen like at the bookstore when the edges have a design on it?
Oh,
It's called sprayed.
I didn't
'cause
know
they
that.
Spray it.
Okay, so my thoughts on the games in these movies and how it connects to Running Man
Okay.
is that it sort of is never actually about the people being really good at the game. It is sort of like some parts of the first Hunger Games, but I feel like in the second one it's not.
It's much less skill, really.
It's because the game masters can just do whatever and just decide you die. Like they
And
try to do
can't-
that basically, and it's sort of like them versus the game master. What were you going to say?
Can't people like send you stuff also? Like
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
from your district, which is like if you're from a rich
Well,
district.
It doesn't have to be from their district. It could just be like if you made friends
Oh,
with
it's from
somebody. so-
anybody?
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh, I
if
didn't
like
realize
us,
that.
Well,
a
Hamish was
company
going
or
around getting money,
Yes.
but it just feels less. Like at least me, I kind of want to watch like who is like the best at this game, like who's
Yeah.
gonna win this Hunger Game, and it's kind of a lot of like manipulation by the game masters and like
Mhm.
the arena and stuff. Like it, like in the second one, you just get mega fucked by the arena with like no chance to save yourself. Like you just
Right.
get caught in a wave and you're dead. Like I don't know, and that's
Learn to
sort of how it
swim.
felt with Running Man, because like the technology to find people is so good by the government in Running Man that there's zero chance that you could actually hide. Well, I'm like, okay, well then the point becomes tricking them or whatever and
Yeah.
sneaking your way out. But it's just, I think that's part of my dissatisfaction with Running Man too. It's like it never feels like they actually have a chance. It just feels fully rigged the entire time.
Which is
Understand that.
exactly what's happening in Catching Fire, to the degree that the game master is even in on the revolution.
True.
So
True.
there you go. It all
There's
works
no
out.
reason for for Katniss to not be in on that plan, by the way. I was thinking about that. Why is she not in on that plan?
Yeah.
Half of the other players are in on that plan, but she can't be in on it?
Maybe they don't trust her.
That's stupid.
Okay.
Well, she was
Okay.
really hard to. I mean, think until the last possible second. Then she was like, "Gale, we should run away. They're gonna kill us."
No, it wasn't the last possible second. It
I
was.
will
He
s-
said it at the. She
I
was
was
ready to
so
go.
high.
I
will
She was
say-
like, She's like, I'm gonna go right now. I'll leave right now. And he's like, Nah, I don't think we should. And then later, he's like, Dude, we should have ran. That we fucked up. We should have ran. She was ready to go.
Yeah, I think a big thing of that is that she just wanted to just not do any of, like, she just wanted to be free and do her thing. She didn't necessarily want to join the revolution. She just didn't want to do it
You don't
at
get to
all. She
not
wanted
be
to
a
just
part
live
of
her
it.
life and protect her family.
Yeah, but if they were just like, we're gonna do like a revolution thing,
we got to do a quick
and you won't die. in
Hey,
this Hunger Games.
Katniss, you
She'd
got to
be
do
like,
a quick
oh,
revolution, and then
perfect, yeah.
we'll win, and then you can live your normal life.
yeah, exactly.
But no, then it's like, well, no, she's gonna be a figure.
Hmm.
It was
Yeah,
just
and
so they're.
she didn't want to be a figure. She wanted to
Yeah.
be a leader.
She didn't even, she just wanted to do her thing. She wanted to go shoot squirrels and shit.
It was so there could be a twist at the end.
A twist.
I want
Probably.
you to make Joy upset again, so he goes like this again. That was really fun.
Very,
I've got to cut through the
very,
bullshit.
very passionate about Katniss Everdeen. I gave it the same rating I gave Hunger
Yeah,
Games.
so did I, by
7 out of
accident.
10.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gave it 3 out of 5. I
Solid.
was like, what did I give? After I read it, I was like, what did I give Hunger Games? Oh, another 3 out of 5. So
Same thing for
There
me
you go.
of mostly, it's fun for nostalgia reasons.
Yeah.
It's a very 2013-esque movie.
the
you think
arena
kids-
is more fun in this one.
Yes.
Do you think kids now will watch it?
I don't know. I feel like
Maybe
our...
while they're scrolling through TikTok. or whatever.
That's
You think like
dark.
Subway Surfers is on top? While
Dude,
I
Subway
know-
Surfers is a game that you engage with. They just scroll now.
Yeah.
They don't.
Well, that's what I'm
Our-
saying. Like, it's like you're on TikTok and the
Dual
Subway
screen.
Surfers is going.
Oh, right. Yeah. They have Subway Surfers. It's split screened with
Yeah.
TikTok
yeah,
while they're watching Hunger Games.
I like that.
We are
Our
so
brains
dead.
are
It's
disintegrated.
horrible.
that's who will be caring for us in our older adulthood. Anyways, our
The robots will. It's fine.
our 13-year-old niece
Ugh.
has read
Oh.
the series.
Oh yeah.
And I'm assuming watched
Yeah.
the movies. So there's at
That
least
makes me hopeful.
there's one teen out there that has watched
Well, that's good.
and read. So maybe.
There you go. I think that's all the movies.
Mhm.
Josiah did. Did you beat any video games?
No,
Okay.
but I was going to talk about shows.
Yes.
Wanna talk about
We all have
shows?
Yeah, you can talk about a show.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Talk about show. Do
Go
you have a
ahead,
video
Josiah.
game that you beat?
No, go ahead. Talk about a show.
Do you though?
No, man, just go ahead.
This guy.
Why are you being weird?
Oh, you
I'm
been
not.
weird?
I didn't beat any games.
Okay, a show that we beat.
Yeah.
Peacemaker season 2.
Ah.
Oh.
Finally finished it.
Yes, we did.
I felt like everything about it was pretty cool up until the last fucking 3 minutes of the
no.
last
Oh,
episode.
no.
Yeah.
Really?
The other shoe dropped, and even though I knew it was coming, I hated it.
So it takes a turn you don't like in the last 3 minutes.
It will
Jeez.
immediately, like, it's like it just feels jarring because, like, the way they ended, there's like this montage of them preparing to build up this big thing to do to better the world.
Yeah.
They're like officially getting out of all this shit, and they're like, okay, we're as a group, we are setting us up for the future, and we're going to establish something good.
Spoiler
And then it
alert,
just-
they bought
and
an
then it-
office space.
Yeah, and then it just
That's base.
it kind of like it's like this sort of like they're walking slow mo all in a big line leaving, and you're like, oh look, okay, and then it just cuts to black, and then hard cuts back to him. Just, I mean, you get 5 seconds of him walking to his little motel, and he gets abducted, and immediately it's just like a hard just okay, preparing for the next season. Boom, fuck you, you're in another dimension, and then it's over.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot. I don't mind cliffhangers. I really do not. I don't understand why they are just being made so badly nowadays.
Mhm.
Stranger Things 4, The Boys 4, fucking Peacemaker. I can't think of any of them that I've really liked. At the end of the
wonder-
day, I might decide that I just don't like cliffhangers because none of them are being
just
done
don't
well.
like TV shows.
Maybe I don't like TV.
Modern TV shows.
You think I just don't like TV? I don't like TV.
But I think that is the thing. The writers now are so they just expect people to come back if the show is good enough. Like the whole show is good enough. Okay, they're probably going to watch the next season, no matter how the season ends.
Well, yeah, it's sort of like the whole point is to have a cliffhanger so you stay subscribed to HBO Max and you come back for the next season. And that's how they do you episode by episode in a lot of these
or at
series.
least you resubscribe.
Right, yeah.
When it comes time.
I liked back in the day when shows didn't know if they were gonna get a next season and like left it open for the next season, but like tied everything up in a way that resolved things enough for people to gain some closure. Like I think there's a middle ground that we're missing.
Well, because there can be like I think there can still be an open-ended ending where it's like a cliffhanger, but it's not just like what happened. It's just kind of like, oh, this is the situation that we're presenting with, but it almost feels like, well, the team can still handle it though. Like off screen, they're gonna handle this thing, as opposed to just going like, okay, you want to find out what happens now? Fuck you. Watch it later. Better get renewed. You better have watched it.
Yeah, well, that's disappointing. Did you like the rest of the season?
It was
I
really
liked a lot of it.
It really was.
Yeah,
there was multiple twists that I really was not expecting.
Mm-hmm. And
so, is it as good as season 1?
I think that it had. I think it had a little bit more.
Rachel, was it as good as season 1?
It was technologically more interesting. I thought the twist about the alternate dimension was really good, but that didn't stand alone as better than the first season. I liked the first season.
Yeah, better. I felt like the fact they integrated it was cool, and that the world that Peacemaker ended up entering and replacing himself in, I felt like everything that kind of happened there, even the twist of that world, was pretty cool, and we kind of figured it out. There's this one moment,
like right before
there was this one moment that I just went like, I think there's
something's wrong.
Something's off. Did you notice there's none of this? And then all of a sudden
then we found out why.
Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, there were some really cool things that it did, but it almost felt like it kind of, at the same time, it felt like the other dimension was almost like just like a gimmick to a certain extent, because they kind of got in and then they got out without real like
and killed everyone in the other dimension. Spoiler alert, but like,
well, there you go.
I don't know. That felt like a cop out.
I mean, his brother's still alive in the other one.
Yeah, I guess he's like almost killed. I guess he's not all the way killed.
So that kind of sets him. That I thought that would have been a great way to end that, because he was like in an ambulance being driven away, and I'm like, okay, great. That is a good cliffhanger to the end of that. It didn't put a perfect button on it. It will say that he potentially can come back because he didn't die. That's my thing. I watch a movie and I go, that guy didn't die on screen. He's probably not dead.
No, I agree. I think they could cut that there and not have like the let's buy an Office Space montage, and I would like it better. I agree.
Yeah. It could have like ended where like the team is sort of building back together. Maybe they're preparing for something, because that whole montage could have been the beginning of the 3rd season.
Yeah.
And then they could have immediately blown it the fuck up, and I would have been fine with it. Like if they like, because like I'm not saying that I hate that they did that. I just think that like if you wanted to establish this and then immediately spit in my face, then you could have done it right there. But I still would have been like, oh, cool. They built this thing up like off screen for a year. They've been doing this, and now it's gone for us. But they still have all this emotion and ties to it, and they carry that through the rest of this. That would be great setup. But no.
What would you rate it?
Despite the ending, I'd probably still give it like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But like Peacemaker 1, I thought was like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I really liked
Peacemaker 1 is all thrill and plenty of kill.
My favorite thing about this show is the opening dance montage. I think it's great. I want more shows to do that.
Like season 2 as much as season 1's opening
I would need to watch them again. I just remember being like shocked by it in season 1 and like shocked in like the best way.
Yeah.
I love theme songs. I think it, like I imagined every time I watched it, I imagined them like getting on set and like meeting each other for the first time and being like, "Great dance move," and I think that's so funny, and I think it introduces characters in a really fun way.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I think
is James Gunn the guy that made that decision?
Yeah, James
Great
Gunn.
decision, James Gunn.
I think we watched that intro all the way through every single time.
Yeah.
I loved it. I never skipped
Yep.
it. It
And
was
I would
so
say
much fun.
I think the second one is as good as the first one. I think that it's different because it's not the first one.
Yeah.
And so you immediately are like taken out of it. But if you like listening to that song, like if you get through like 2 or 3 times of listening to it, you just start to like.
It's so great.
You're
It's
like,
my favorite thing about
Rocking
the
the goes
show.
out.
hard.
The rest of the show is great, but I think that's really fun. I wish
And then
more shows
I
did
feel
shit
like
that.
Vigilante was even better in this
I
one. I think
loved
that he was
Vigilante.
borderline annoying in the first season.
Yeah.
And this one, he is just fantastic. They just
You
I think they
learn
nailed him.
More about his flaws, also,
And he just
I
felt
think
more
that's
like
funny.
little brother
Little
sort
brother
of.
energy for sure.
Yeah.
Want to pinch his cheeks,
Mhm.
but like he's also a murderer.
There was just this one point where he
Um,
was just like Chris he's like, I'm gonna live my life in another dimension, and he's just crying his eyes out, and he looks so genuinely
it
sad.
was like, really sad.
It was so
Lost his
so
best
good.
friend.
Yeah, he
Oh.
was like heartbroken. I felt it in my core.
Yeah.
Oh God. But
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It was a
So
fun ride.
it was good. I wish the ending was better, but
Amen.
yeah, I'd still give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Did you watch any other TV show? Did you finish any other
Finny.
seasons?
I've been in a few things.
Are you finished?
I watched 2 docuseries and then just like a random show. So I'll talk about the random show and then talk about more
Okay, go
heavy stuff. But I watched season 1 of Poker Face on
Oh.
Peacock with Natasha Lyonne. I love her. She's great.
Mm.
It's so easy to hear when she's talking because she's got that rasp, so you always can track like who and what conversation, and I
Mhm.
think that's fun. And the premise is basically she's got this like sixth sense where she can always tell if people are lying, and she doesn't want to work for the cops. She doesn't want to work for the CIA. She doesn't want to like be a cop, basically. She says that quite a few times. And she ends up working like in casinos, but not for casinos, counting cards, working for the mob. Hijinks ensue,
Mhm.
people die, and she has to like go into hiding. It's a wild ride from the beginning. The characters are all really interesting. They do kill off some of the best characters in a way that I don't hate. Like usually I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
But it's done well.
Are you a big
And-
hater of Game of Thrones?
there's a few that are hard to watch. And in another show Natasha Lyonne is in, Orange is the New Black, they killed off some of my favorite characters, and I literally never went back. I stopped mid-season, and I was like, "Fuck this shit!" So I will never talk
I
about
can
that on the
appreciate
show.
that.
Yeah,
But-
strong.
Yeah, but some of the great characters that are killed are bad guys, which is what you root for. And then some of the characters who die, like she like vindicates them and like works to get them justice in some way, and somehow also doing that through the mob. It's really interesting. The sets are cool because it's in a casino. The outfits are fun because it's in a casino most of the time. So it's
Do you-
kind of gory a little bit, but I'm a little bit of a weenie also. So
Do you know if this show has been canceled?
it has a season 2.
Yeah.
I don't know beyond that.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that might
That might be
probably
it.
it because it's not new.
It's not brand new. No, I don't think so.
It's been around for
It
a
got
minute, I
canceled
think.
after
It's an
season
interesting
2.
premise, though. I'm interested.
Yeah,
I
that does
started
sound
season
interesting.
2, so I'll see what's up.
It
It
seems
makes
like
me think of
everything
Monk.
everything that she is in
Monk?
gets
Psych.
a couple of good seasons and then that's it.
She has been in one of my favorite shows ever, and I probably will watch it so I can talk about it on this pod. Have you guys watched Russian Doll?
Yes, I've seen most of it. I
I
don't know if I've seen
love
all of it.
That show, I've rewatched it more than once. I think it's great. When it first came out, I wouldn't shut the fuck up about it because I wanted everybody to watch it. I still think it's great. I think it's so interesting.
And that's another one where she only got like 1 or 2
Yeah,
seasons.
very,
and then-
very brief.
Yeah.
But that's one that, God bless Amy Poehler as one of the creators, wraps it up in a nice bow. I remember not being pissed off at the end of it, which I appreciated. But yeah, I like Natasha Lyonne a lot. I think she picks interesting projects. I think she has something interesting to say as an artist and as a person. Always wishing her well. Love her.
What would you rate this season of this television series called Poker Face?
I liked it. It wasn't like a perfect season. 7.5, 8.
Okay. Probably the worst review you've ever given to a TV show.
It was, yeah. I usually don't finish shows that I don't like. I will stop mid-season, and I don't care.
That's kind of fair.
So, it was fun. I definitely wanted something other than a bunch of docuseries to talk about. So that is why I committed to it.
If you were to not finish a show, would you just give it a 0 out of 10? Like if you were like, I have to stop halfway through this, I can't watch this anymore.
Like
I would
Orange is the New Black
abstain.
is a good show. I just could not get past them killing off my favorite character. So like that
This
is
is
not
my
a 0.
comfort character.
Yeah, and the
this
way
is
she
gore.
died was so horrible.
This is
So
Gore, my
it
Orange
just
is the New Black
depends.
comfort character.
Just depends.
What docuseries did you?
Okay, so I watched 2.
Okay.
Both about dictatorships.
Oh.
Everything is on
We
the
went
same
from
theme.
Mormons to dictators.
Guys, I'm learning about mind control. But first I watched Hitler and the Nazis, Hate on Trial. It's about the Nuremberg trials. Josiah knows this, but I don't like
Nazis?
gunshot sounds in movies or shows or
Okay.
games.
Mm-hmm.
And he politely obliges and doesn't make me listen to that much. And this is a good example of like war documentary that's not super war heavy. It follows like the Nuremberg trials and the rise of Hitler as like a cult of personality,
Mm-hmm.
which I appreciated and I'm more interested in. Like the government checks and balances that kind of fail that allow him to rise to power. It was
Were you getting a lot of?
What are you about to say right
now? Were you getting a lot? Were you feeling too many connections to current day?
I sent a sort of
We talked about
elusive text message that said something like, "Is this any of this sounded familiar?"
Yeah.
It's all eerily familiar. It makes me unfortunately very sympathetic for average German citizens because like it comes out of a time where women just get the right to vote. The economy is in turmoil. The whole country like has their tail between their legs after World War I. So like it really is like they're backed into a corner and they need a strong man, quote unquote need. But he
Quote, unquote,
provides
strong man.
yeah. But he provides a sense of certainty that not a lot of people had, and like, you know, things are uncertain right now, and I can see that reflected in a lot of people.
Hitler told it how it was. Spoke his mind.
Did you ever listen to any of his speeches? He was very, very well articulated.
Jesus.
It's fucking those
German, how do
fucking
you know?
dorks who talk like that. God, get out of
Fucking
here.
dorks. Yeah.
Scram!
Scram!
It's my water bottle.
But I learned like some more details about the Nuremberg trials than I realized because people talk a lot about them, but not like about the specifics of them. And international law is interesting to me, and I didn't know a lot of the background that went into that. And I didn't realize that they were all hung, which seems a little unexpected. I
They
don't
were
know.
all
What do their penises
Hanged.
have to do with it?
Hanged?
Yeah.
Is that how it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah.
Hung is more commonly associated with like big dicks.
And pictures is what I was gonna say. Hung like a horse instead. So
Yeah.
they were hanged.
They were
I
hanged.
didn't know that.
Mhm.
But that just seemed like a really antiquated
I did not know
way
that
to
either. Yeah, they were
die after
hanged?
World War II.
Mhm.
That is interesting.
But you learn a lot about like how the German economy developed around the concentration camps and how
Mm.
brands like BMW and Hugo Boss used slave labor, and Hugo Boss designed the Nazi uniforms, which is fucking crazy.
BMW or Volkswagen?
Oh, maybe Volkswagen. See,
Yeah,
Maybe-
Hugo Boss.
yeah,
That
that's-
is crazy.
that is crazy.
Yeah.
And also explains why they looked kind of cunty in a bad way.
Well, it's a really
I mean, BMW is a German company.
okay. It could be
Okay, that's what I
BMW.
thought. I think it's
just
both.
know
I think it's
just know-
both.
They
Okay,
actually.
both
I
are,
believe
yeah.
that.
I'm
I-
sure they both are rooted.
Yes.
I just knew Volkswagen was.
Yes, like I think the Volkswagen is the one that we know as canonically
yeah,
Nazi.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Little did you know.
Let's just call. You know what? Let's just say it.
Any
BMW
older
are
German
Nazis.
brand.
Let's just say it. I'll go on record as saying that
BMW is a bunch of Nazis. They
Yep.
still hold those beliefs.
this is the expressed
today.
opinion.
You know, every time I'm on the road and there's a BMW nearby,
I just can't help but thinking, I'm
You're
like,
making
what
me
a
sweat.
Nazi.
Allegedly.
I don't give a fuck.
Who cares about cars?
But like the most compelling parts of it were like really late into the war, whenever they were sending hordes of young European men to die in the cold in the Soviet Union.
Mm-hmm.
And
like
then all of the
14-year-olds and
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was like literally your age, like this your age of your siblings, which broke my heart. And it's just these young boys and old men being mind controlled into war, which is just like the worst scenario I can possibly imagine. Women getting blown up with their children in bunkers and starved to death and probably worse. You know, it's just, it was heavy shit. I learned a lot. Hit very close to home in a lot of ways. But we all know how it ended, which I do appreciate. And it did end on a hopeful note because there was like an international effort for justice. And that's
Right.
like the only time in
Mhm.
history that has happened like that.
Yet.
Yet. I appreciate that. That caveat.
and it was sensory friendly.
Yes, there was not a lot of like gunshots. There was like maybe one of the episodes that was like particularly war heavy toward the end. And one of my favorite details that I didn't really know, because I've learned a lot of Soviet history, but I didn't learn about the Eastern Front from the German perspective. Apparently, like it was so bad in like on the German side of things that they didn't know how to keep their army warm, and so they were like, all of women in Germany, send us your fur coats so we can send them to the front. And there are like videos of like German SS officers like freezing their asses off in the fanciest fur coat you can imagine.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Which
the
is
Russians,
I just didn't know that, and I think that's like a wild piece of history.
No, that's epic.
The Russians
Um,
were ruthless on the Eastern Front.
Why would they
because-
not be?
Yeah, they
were being invaded.
I mean, scorched earth is from Russian, like from World War II Russian.
Frozen Earth,
Fantastic.
because it was
Interesting.
winter.
Frozen Earth.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, but if they weren't burning everything, they were retreating back into the
Yes.
tundra, and then they would push up when winter came, and then they would
Mhm.
deprive them, starve them, cut off their supply lines, and then summer came, and they would retreat back, and then they winter came, and they push them back.
Yeah.
Turns out, war is bad.
War
is
not
bad.
cool.
So is racism, so is xenophobia. Like, no one man has all the answers. No one religion is the problem to any one thing. That's pointed enough. Yeah, it ended on an optimistic note, which I was appreciative for.
Hitler's death.
Hitler's death and global justice efforts, which I am thankful for. So,
What would you rate it?
I have watched a lot of documentaries about World War II. And for the reasons I said, I
Like
would
Nikki's
give
stepdad.
it what?
Like Nikki's stepdad.
Like my
Yeah.
own grandpa. I feel that. Yes, that is
72-year-old men only.
Mhm. I know. I'm aware. I would say that if I was, for example, a little girl with my grandpa watching History Channel in the background, this wouldn't scare me, which I appreciate. The topic is scary, but like the subject matter is not that explicit. So I would give it like a 9 out of 10. It's very informative. It has the shock value without like the visuals of war in a lot of ways. So I appreciated that. And like there's a lot of reenactment in it, which
Really?
yeah, like a lot. There's like a guy that plays Hitler that I don't
Oh.
think it was the right pick.
Oh.
Huh.
Was he too handsome?
No, I guess it was like effective in portraying him as just a fucking little weenie.
He was just a
He
little.
just
weenie.
was a fucking little
He
weenie.
kind of was.
So I guess it was
he had hips
effective.
for days, though.
His feminine hips.
Mm-hmm. Childbearing hips.
Was
Feels
he a
dated
short-
to have
Short king?
reenactments like that. Sorry, short what?
Short king?
Was
Short,
Hitler
short Fuhrer.
king?
Short Fuhrer.
I don't know. I'm not gonna fact check it because I don't care that much.
Next T-shirt.
Short king.
We're not
It's a picture
having-
of Hitler.
No.
Just say short
Oh.
Oh
Short
my
Fuhrer,
God.
arrow
Sure
pointing
view.
down.
My next documentary is How to Become a Tyrant. I'm glad we're on the same subject. This one I liked a lot. The hate on trial about the Nuremberg trials was really long. Like, took me a few days to get through all 6 episodes. They were like at least hour and a half episodes, maybe sometimes. How to Become a Tyrant narrated by Peter Dinklage.
Oh.
Which is great.
The Dinks.
Which is great. It's super
Speaking of
quick.
short kings,
Short King.
Yes, actual
Yes,
Short King.
actual treasure for everyone. But How to Become a Tyrant is like the structure of it is based around like a tyrant's playbook, and each episode is about a chapter on how to become a tyrant, and it covers contemporary tyrants. So starts with Hitler, goes to Saddam Hussein, it covers Idi Amin and fact check, give me a second.
remember what they did to Gaddafi?
Maybe it was
I remember what they did to
Gaddafi.
Gaddafi. He deserved it.
Saddam Hussein, Idi Amin, Stalin, Muammar Gaddafi, and ends with the Kim dynasty. So not just one dictator, but a whole dynasty of dictators in North Korea. Because, spoiler alert, the defining factor of a successful tyrant is to be able to have longevity in your role as a tyrant.
Right.
And
That's fair.
that means your regime has
Right.
longevity as well. So that's like the mark of a successful tyrant. I thought the structure of it was really interesting. I learned a lot because I didn't know a lot about all of the dictators. I had done like studies about Stalin and Hitler and stuff like that. But I got a wide breadth of information about different regions in the world. They had a lot of really fun like animated reenactments, which I appreciated. So it showed some like gunshot gore, but it was
Mhm.
cartoon, so it wasn't that scary. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm going to rewatch it because it was quick and I didn't get to absorb all of it on the first run.
That says a lot that you're already saying you can
Yeah,
rewatch it.
I like it a lot. It was digestible enough that I think you could watch like an episode.
How many
in a
episodes
class.
is
It was
this?
6 episodes, so it's
Okay.
actually super quick.
Easy peasy.
Easy watch. About heavy stuff, admittedly, but like in a really digestible format, and the way they talk about stuff makes you realize how literally anybody can be a dictator with the right tools and the right systems in front of them. And it's actually like in human nature, really, to want to exert control and dominate over people, unfortunately. So it really is just an expression of like human nature in the right environment. Which again makes you look around at the world we're living in
Yeah.
and go, huh.
Suspicious.
Suspicious indeed. So get hip on mind control, learn about dictators so you can counteract propaganda and see through the craziness. And if anybody wants you to hate your neighbors, generally don't trust that, because your neighbors should be who you're rooting for.
I know it almost sounds counterintuitive that you need to learn about dictators, you need to learn about mind control, you need to learn about all these horrible, horrible things to counteract them and to see the signs that they are happening and choose the opposite thing to do. But that's the only thing that we can do. We have to be as smart as the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
there are
love my
lots
neighbors.
of very well-informed nerds who are happy to do evil if you let them.
Yeah, really? You know, if you think about it, dictators are kind of just big dorks.
Fucking dweebs, actually.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
just kind of. Just,
Read all those books. Okay.
yeah, right. You write a big book? Oh, okay.
But yeah, How to Become a Tyrant might be one of my favorite Netflix docs. It was really well done.
Wow.
I really liked it.
Damn.
What would you rate
Okay.
it?
That was like a 9 out of 10. Maybe
Damn.
9.5. I'm already
Woo!
rewatching it,
Dude,
actually.
maybe 9.75.
Dude, can you? Would you commit to a full 10?
No.
All right.
It wasn't the perfect docu.
But her favorite, not the perfect one. close to.
Room for growth.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes. So yeah. Those are my docs.
Okay, we didn't finish any series this week. We
No, we're busy. It's okay.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Period.
We watched another episode of The Boys. I don't want to go into detail necessarily about it, but
I watched.
we talked a lot
I'm
of
up. I'm up to date.
Okay, good. Because we had talked some shit on the first several episodes. What episode are we on? 4?
5.
But because we had been talking so much shit on the first 4 episodes, I feel like we have to say that I thought episode 5 was really good.
Yeah,
I liked
a lot of.
episode
I
5
think
a
it
lot.
has 100% rating.
Yeah.
I think that's what I've seen.
Really?
A lot of people
I haven't
saying.
seen any of the... I'm going out on a limb here.
Yeah, I liked season. I so far I've kind of liked season 5.
Okay.
I think that it's been a little bit of a build up. I haven't watched the other seasons up until I've watched them in their time.
Right,
I
yeah.
haven't watched them
Haven't
since.
rewatched, yeah.
Yeah, but I've liked it so far. I feel like it is kind of it's not really ramping yet. Like they're trying to figure it out, and they keep pushing it off, like this final moment. And season 5 just felt like episode 5 they're gonna. I think next one's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I agree that episode 5 has been the best so far. I'm still feeling though after episode 5, like, ooh, this is gonna be put to rest soon.
Yep.
Good night, the boys.
I realized The Boys is just like Stranger Things. They're both like mission-based shows. It's like every couple episodes,
That's fair.
it's like
That's fair.
it's like a bunch of people in a room planning to do a thing and then executing that mission, and then
Yeah.
the results of that mission. It's like a video game. Both of them.
And perhaps I don't like that,
It's possible.
but
Didn't-
we can't really review that yet because the season's not
No,
over.
this was I
No.
was pitching to Josiah
TBR to be reviewed.
this week. We what did I call it?
This
what we weekly beat last.
Yeah, what
No,
we weekly beat
immediately
last,
no.
something like that. And it was going to be essentially, it was going to be the bit of the show where we talked about our weekly shows or anything that like we beat a portion of or something like
Yeah.
that hasn't
That
been
defeats the
completed
purpose of the show.
yet.
Perhaps if we have a week where we really didn't beat anything.
Yeah, that's
except
what I
for-
said.
That's
I'm
what
like
Josiah
it's like an
said.
extra. I think it's like a good thing to fill in when we're already not
Feels like a
at
cop-out to me.
That's a
114 minutes
filler
in.
episode. Yeah.
114
This
minutes
is
in.
long. Yeah, it's
Well,
it's late.
a lot of shit
Rachel
to talk about.
has something else to talk about.
I did design a painting.
Okay.
I paint for myself. But I also used to like work on like those like and sip classes. So I designed a painting to teach for a fundraiser.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give details for the sake of anonymity. But find a cause that matters to you. Use your skills, whether you're good at art, whether you're good at music, whether you're really good at event planning. Put it to good use. Figure out a nonprofit that you care about and commit yourself. Find some community. Find some positive community for
Do you
the
want to talk
love
about?
of God.
Do you want to talk about the painting itself?
It's kind of related to the organization, so no.
Okay. Fuck it.
Paint though.
Painted. Okay. Excellent. Any other media at all?
Joey, did you beat any video games or play any video games?
I didn't mean fucking video games, man, motherfucker. Let's end the episode.
Let's end it. Now, we're all going to end it by saying our favorite color at once, and then we're going to say goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. First,
No,
like
we're gonna end
us,
it by saying, "What would you press, the red or the blue button?"
I'd press the red button.
Press the red
doom
button.
us all.
Press the red button.
Would you press red or blue,
I don't
Rachel?
know.
You're very
Press the red
empathetic.
button.
I don't want to play this game.
What happens if you don't press a button, Joey?
You have to press the button. Or you explode.
I swear to God, there has to be a conscientious objector option. There always has
Yeah,
to
the
be.
conscious
you
objector.
explode.
You explode. You take yourself out of the equation, unfortunately.
That's American justice for ya.
Rachel, there's an orange. You're presented an orange. And
Thank you so much
If
for
more than
listening
half
to
of people peel it, they all
God,
live.
Nikki. Finish us
thank you all for listening. We really appreciate all the any feedback that we might eventually get. We have
Yeah,
not
let me
received
check
yet.
the email.
Let's check it. What we beat last week at gmail.com.
Gmail.
What we beat last week at gmail.com.
Yeah, maybe
Joey,
you haven't gotten it
pull
through
up
your
the
thick
inbox.
fucking skull.
Pull up the
bullying
inbox,
our
Joey.
listeners.
Joey, it is
Nothing. No emails.
nothing. We haven't gotten anything.
Please
That's okay.
email us.
We will
Joey,
all go see the movie
Pull up the
if you
YouTube
email
comments,
us about
Joey.
it.
There's
Joey,
no YouTube comments.
There's no
I know
YouTube
that.
comments. Okay.
Rate, review, comment,
there's-
subscribe, tell your friends, ring
Hit-
that bell.
Hit
so
that
you,
bell, dude.
ring that bell so you
That's
get notified.
favorite.
Since we don't post on a consistent day.
We were trying and we got off a little
It's so
bit.
hot.
but
We
We
work.
all have
we're
jobs.
individual creators. This is our passion project.
Yeah.
So please, if you want us to do this regularly, consistently, and at a higher quality, God,
Tell your friends.
tell your friends, and then we'll get the Patreon going.
We'll get that
Exclusive
Texas
content
Instruments
coming
sponsorship.
Yeah, we'll start like some kind of tithing process where you could just like 1% of your income. Like you don't need 1% of your income, right? Just
No.
like you don't need 1% of it. You can just give it to us.
Right.
The
One-
outro
right.
song isn't this long.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Love you.
Bye. Yo, getting at it again. What we beat last week. Joey, Nikki, Rachel, Josiah. Yo, the quad back at it again.